Alright guys, so coronavirus dealt us a pretty raw hand, especially when it meant coming back to school this year. Our son is in 4th grade and he's headed back virtually. So we needed to build him this learning station at home. Let me show you how we built it. Now for this project, we're going to be using 3/4 inch plywood, which I tried to maximize the usage of that 3/4 inch plywood because I know they're expensive right now. We're also going to be using a 1x4x8, and that's going to be, out of that, we're going to be cutting the drawer front, so you're going to want to make sure you get something nice and attractive. We went with a maple, however, like a poplar or even a select pine would work great as well. For the base, I also used a 2x6x8, and out of that, I cut 3 2x2s on the table saw, and that's just going to make sure that I get a straighter 2x2 in with those clean edges on it, as well as it's just less expensive. The first step in the assembly process is the hutch, most of which is going to be assembled with wood glue and 18 gauge brad nails. However, the back of the hutch I opted for 1 1/4 inch pocket hole screws just because it's going to be against the wall and unseen. Alright guys, I want to take a second to thank our sponsor for this project, DAP. Now, we all know that they make tons of great caulks and things like that, sealants for around the house, in and outside of the house. But when it comes to wood projects and carpentry, I've actually been using products like their premium wood filler for a little bit now, and I love the product. It's a little bit thinner than a standard wood filler, which I love because it seems like it actually gets into the grain of the wood. Now, when it comes to wood glue, I've been using Weldwood wood glue, which is by DAP. And I've been using it for some time now. I like the performance of the product. It seems like the bond is actually stronger than the wood itself, which is what you're looking for. However, what I didn't know until just the other day was that Weldwood has been around forever. And since the 1930s is actually when it was developed, and it was used in things like plywood boats and plywood that went into automobiles, as well as bonding wood for skis and stuff like that. So the product is a proven product. It's been around forever, like I said, and they just went through a little bit of a rebranding. So this is the new face of Weldwood. They've got it in a can as contact cement, as well as in a spray can of contact cement. And one thing that you should know is that their contact cement is actually it is the #1 selling contact cement in America. So you can trust DAP to make good products, including Weldwood. But if you want to learn more about all of their products, make sure you check them out at dap.com. When it came to the desk, essentially we're creating a narrow box out of 3/4 inch plywood, and we chose to miter that just to make it look nicer in the finishing process. However, it is more difficult to get those 45-degree miters on that box. So if you want a little bit, or make this desk a little bit easier to build, you could opt for just straight cuts and then nail and glue that together as well. But before we could assemble that desk box, we needed to actually attach the top to the hutch. I didn't want any screws coming down from the hutch or pocket hole screws because they would be visible. So we attached it from below. I pre-drilled those and then attached it with 2-inch finish screws. With the top of the desk attached to the hutch, then we can move on to finishing off that box that I was talking about before. To do so, I just kind of used some tape as well as wood glue, and I used my pin nailer to attach that together and kind of hold that miter together exactly how I wanted it. The nice thing about the pin nailer is I can load that thing up with nails in opposing directions, and it doesn't really take that much to fill those holes, if any at all. With that desk box done, then I could go ahead and install those drawer dividers with 18 gauge brad nails. the desk done, then we can move on to the drawer boxes themselves, which is simple construction. We made it out of 3/4 inch plywood and the 1x4 for the front, and I brad nailed and glued everything together because I didn't want to see those pocket hole screws, and I didn't want to get into any fancy joinery for this project. As for the front, we pin nailed and glued that into place just to kind of minimize the impacts of those nails, since we are going to be putting a clear coat on the front of that. With all of that done, then we can move on to the finishing process, which starts by a good prep job. And the one thing that I have learned is that with plywood, it's really hard to kind of hide the grain with paint. So the way that we did that was we ended up using DAP's premium wood filler. This is a new product from them, and I love how it goes on. It's just got that really smooth consistency, and it's great for filling grain and wood, and even the end of the plywood, and kind of making that all look seamless and giving you that tabletop-like finish. Once that premium wood filler was all dried up, then we came back with a sanding block and made sure that everything was sanded smooth and just how we wanted. Then we can move on to the priming and painting process. For the primer, we went with a filler primer, and this is also gonna help just fill the grain with anything that we miss with that wood filler. It's gonna help fill the grain. It's a thicker primer, so you can actually put it on pretty thick and then come back and sand it smooth as well. For the paint, we opted for bare alkyd paint, and the nice thing about this is it's got a little enamel in there, and that's just gonna create a tougher shell. It's good for cabinets and projects like this. Now, when it came to the drawers, I really just wanted to accentuate that drawer front, that maple drawer front that we had. So what we ended up going with was just a simple shellac spray finish. And I love the difference between that dark gladiator gray paint color and that nice maple drawer front. Now for the fun part. We could put the drawers in. I also added a divider to the drawers just to kind of organize pencils and stuff like that for Braden. But I also wanted to add cork board to the back of the unit. So we ordered 3 cork tiles. I think it came in a pack of 4 actually on Amazon, and they've got adhesive backs. You just peel and stick those on. But we also cut in the cork, we cut a power strip. And the nice thing about this is we can plug it in below the desk, and then right built into his desk, he's got 2 outlets and 3 USB plugs. And that's gonna make sure that his devices are charged throughout the day while he's using them. Now, when it came to the drawers, I didn't want to use drawer slides. I opted for something called drawer glides. And the nice thing about this is it's really easy to install. Essentially, the box just sits in the opening, and there's 2 nylon tabs that get stuck on. They've got a nail in them, and you just stick them into the back of the box in the back corners. And then in the front corners of the opening, there are little nylon or vinyl like angles, 90-degree angles, and those get stuck into that opening. And that's gonna keep that the box up off of the ground, and it's also gonna give it something nice to be able to glide across. I was surprised at how well this actually worked out, and I think I'll probably use it for future projects as well. Another thing that I noticed after a couple of days of Braden using his desk was that the lighting wasn't really great in that area. So I actually found a very slim LED light that gets stuck onto the bottom of the hutch and lights up his workspace. It's a rechargeable light, so you can turn it on or off by a switch, and you can plug it in and recharge it whenever need be, which is also handy to have that power strip nearby. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project as much as we did. I know we love how it turned out, and after a week of virtual learning, I think it's safe to say that this is a great learning space for Braden. Kind of limits the distractions and all that jazz. If you want the full plans to build this desk, that button's gonna be right here. Until next time, be safe and happy building.